Hi, Homesteader family. Welcome back to the journey. Look at that beautiful Minnie Mouse just sitting there like a pretty girl. And then got Max to the right, Chubbs behind her to the left, and Mickey Mouse to the back to the right. Everybody's out here just hanging out. It's a nice, cool morning here on the homestead at Silly Squirrel Snowballs. And something is happening that hasn't happened since 2017. So I got the kit for the stovepipe, and for everybody that wanted it, big old wood stove again. So this is a U.S. stove. It is a 2,500 square foot rated stove. The building's only 2,100 square feet, so it's bigger than what is required. But I always like to have more than less. I thought that was going to show you guys something, but no, that's just a notice thing. But it's a nice big stove. The black stovepipe that I need to go with the kit, to go from the kit to the stove and from the kit to the chimney top, won't be in until September. But went ahead, I got the wood stove, I got the kit in, and then as soon as the piping comes in, then I'll be able to go ahead and get the stove put in and get things rolling. So for the first time since 2017, I'm going to have a wood stove again. And I'm going to go back and start the fireside chats. Now, it's not going to be 8 to 10 months of fireside chats like in Colorado when it was bitter cold most year. Here in Arkansas, I'll probably have like 2 fireside chats. But actually be a little bit more than that. But it's good to finally have wood stove. So what I'm going to be doing to give you guys an idea, back here on this side of the building, everybody's been checking in. I just had another person check in to see if I was okay because I haven't been doing Sunday, Monday vlogs. Business has just been slow at Silly Squirrel Snowballs. And then I'm trying to figure out what all I want to do here, what I want to do over at the homestead, and just planning things out. So got a couple new things, new ideas going on. So I'm going to be running fence from the corner of the building over from the porch. I'm going to turn the porch into a river tube outlet store type thing for now. And then over here on the side of the building, halfway down this building, I'm going to put a door in where the couches are. And I'm going to have the door there. And then right here next to the rose bush, I'm going to put a couple T-posts and stack the firewood. So the firewood's not right up against the building, bringing bugs to the building since the building has had bugs and things before. So that way I can bring the wood right in the door, have it right there at the wood stove, and be able to have the fires all winter for as little of a winter that we get there. Over here, you can see all that grass. I still got to get that mowed this morning. It's extremely tall. I got fresh seed down. All the grass is growing good. I was watering for a while, but then we've gotten, I want to say, about 7 inches of rain over the last month or so. So that has helped everything start growing again. I'm hoping people will be able to get hay again, because hay is impossible to find. I have an ad up. I've asked a bunch of people. I just can't find hay. And people with hay are out of state and they want you to buy a semi-load, and I just don't have the money to do the semi-load. So I'm going to sit my coffee up here and then I'll take you around. I'll show you everything else. But what I plan to do is over here, I'm going to take these shelving units out like I showed in a short video, how there's no wall behind them. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to rip this whole wall out all the way down past that wall into the bedroom and do that whole entire wall. I'm going to redo the whole thing in tongue and groove pine. I'm going to have a door halfway down the building, and then I'll have the wood stove, and then the couches are going to get turned around. All the shelving units, I'm going to go probably 4 feet off the windows. So for those of you that don't know, I have all these large windows here in the front. There's 4 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 2 glass doors. and of course shelving units all down there. So I'm going to take all the shelving units, do 4 feet off the windows all the way down. I'll have a curtain rod where the doors are, so it still looks like a wall. And I'm going to do all the river outlet stuff. So I've been buying the inner tubes, which I've been selling the different inner tubes here. Mask, goggles, everything, floatable coolers, you name it. I'm starting to get it in for the business. You coming in, Max? Everybody's coming in. So I'm gonna do like what Macy's and all the different stores did, where they had the window things. So I'm gonna unfence the front porch because I'll have the fence at the corner, the house going over to the main fence. So people can walk up here, they can look in the window, see what they want. When they figure out what they want, they can come back to the back window to the snowball stand and order it from me. I'll run up here, grab whatever they need. I have the air hose in the back. They can go ahead and inflate whatever they want to inflate, or if they don't want to inflate it, they can just take it with them. So I'm going to be starting a river outlet store next year to go with the snowball stand as well, just to try to get a little bit more business. So I'm not sitting here on 0 days or selling 1 snowball a day. Had the health inspector here yesterday, so he did his walkthrough in here. I was all clear for the health inspection, so that got taken care of. So he said he'll be back sometime next year. He said he doesn't need to come back because I passed my inspection again. Well, first time I needed a chlorine test strip, so I had those, and so that passed here. And then for those of you asking about the grass, or will ask about the grass, that's how tall the grass is. So right now I actually can't mow because the grass is all wet, and I'm not gonna get grass caked all over the place again like what happened the other day. So, but you can see how tall that grass is, and this whole place, I mean, you can see in between those chairs, you can see those chairs, the whole thing was like this. So this is as far as I got, and I've been chopping this and taking that to the animals, and then I've been also cutting trees down, the saplings, and letting the animals forage leaves and everything like that, along with feeding the corn like I always do every other day. So all animals are doing good. I started clearing the woods here, so you can see I just went through, clipped all these small ones. I'll clip a lot more of the smaller stuff. I just didn't have my chainsaw here. So slowly but surely working here to get this stuff done. I'll probably be closing up the snowball stand in about a month. So as soon as I'm closed up here at the snowball stand, I'll be getting videos going again. I'll be clearing woods over at the homestead. I've got a new idea on about not doing fencing for now at the homestead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the saplings and stuff that I cut down at the homestead, and like in England and Scotland and Ireland and Wales and everywhere else, how they take sticks and they make a brush pile along the edges. So I'm going to go through the property this winter, and that's going to be my goal, is get out there, start clearing all the saplings, stack them along the property line, because the horses and the cows are not going to try to climb through a brush pile where the goats and the camels and the llama will. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try to do the whole property line at the homestead this winter, get that taken care of, so I can at least let the horses, the donkeys, the zorse, and the cows inside that area. And then that's a lot of forage food right there. I don't have to worry about haying them because they're going to have all that. I can still give them the corn every other day. And then as they start getting stuff ate down and cleared, I can start seeding and start getting grass put in different areas. And then next winter, not this winter, next winter, then I can go ahead and start buying fence, get fencing up, get a barn built, and then start sectioning off parts of the land so I can do rotational grazing, so the animals can eat, say, this area. Then once this is ate, I can seed this, It's fertilized by the animals, move them into this area. They eat on that while this stuff grows and goes on. And I'm gonna have like 8 or 10 different areas. So it's not gonna be where they're here for 2 weeks, there for 2 weeks, and then back here before this can even get established. So I'm hoping by having the 8 to 9 areas, or 10, however many I end up doing, what I want is where they don't touch this pen again for over a year. So it will take over a year for them to go from pen to pen to pen to pen to pen till they come all the way back over here. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff happening on the homestead. Of course, don't have much money. I just have a little bit each month to put in, and that's what I'm doing here. I just spent my money this month getting the wood stove and the vent kit, and then the black pipe will be in next week or next month. And then to get the tongue and groove, I'll be buying that. I've got to buy a brad nailer again, or not again, but well, I had one back when I lived in Colorado, but I got to buy one so I can do the tongue and groove here, buy a trailer load of tongue and groove, and start working on this building. And so there's going to be a lot of projects happening, a lot of new updates coming. I may not be doing Sunday, Monday vlogs for another week or two just because there's nothing really happening, nothing really going on. But I just wanted to do a quick update video for all of the ones that have been sending me emails or YouTube comments or Facebook comments, checking on me, making sure I'm okay. So it's just, business is slow. Nothing much to do. It's still hot. Today is actually nice and cool, so it feels good. So I'm just gonna get out to the parking lot, pull up a bunch of the weeds and grass in the rock so it looks better, and just keep maintaining. So for those of you that haven't seen the area for a while, that's the green shade cloth that I got on the fence over there. That's the blue shade cloth I got there. The tan shade cloth, which all the rain sunk that down and stretched it out because I didn't have time to concrete poles, so the poles are just strapped in the ground with the tensioners on it. So I went ahead, put a piece of fence over that way to hold it up because people couldn't see the open sign or anything. I put the bench right here with the trash can and this fence, so people have to come all the way down. They can't just come in and walk around. And then these are the boards. So the black stars are slowly disappearing. I think I have 20 more flavors that I have to get in. So I'll do that sometime next year. So now I have the H2O for the campers and everything. I have bottled water, the gallon jugs, and the 28 count cases of water. And then some of the river outlet stuff that I've been buying up. And then of course ice, the cups, extra stuff, all that. And all this. And then like I said, just mowing blackberry bushes. I started working on pulling all this grass up. I want to get some mulch and mulch the bed here, and they're doing good. I'm just weaving all the branches. You can see like this one came up, comes up here, and then I weaved it back in here, weaved it back through, and just have it get denser and denser that way. And then all those buckets right here in the trash can, I'm pulling all this grass out that I let get established, which I shouldn't. This whole thing started getting covered. So that's what I'm going to do with the pitchfork. Stick it in, break the roots, pull the chunks of grass, fill it up in that metal trash can, those 2 buckets. And then that's pretty much it. So nothing new besides, you know, the colored lights. I did change the sign out once again. So that's my final for this year, is the River Tube Store bagged ice H2O open 7 days. So I'll be taking that off when I close and put closed till spring. And then that will be the end of that. So this is what it looks like here at Silly Squirrel Snowballs. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Enjoy.